Welcome in, everybody, to TB Sports 27. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we're happy to be back with you for the conclusion of the wild card round in the RXFL postseason. If you're watching live with us on Twitch, if you're joining us on Patreon, you're getting the entire 2 hours, 2+ hours probably, of these games. We got the Oklahoma City Lancers, where you guys are going to see in a little bit. We got the Oklahoma City Lancers going to Toronto to take on the Huskies, the champions of the American North. And then we are rounding it out on Sunday night with the Mexico City Golden Eagles traveling to, I guess, north for them. Normally, people say we travel down south to Tampa. For Mexico City, they're traveling north. They're going to be traveling up to Tampa as they take on the National South champions, the Tampa Bay Mutiny. There you see what we've done in the postseason so far. We've seen champs go down. It's been all about the wild card teams. We saw the wild card Sacramento Redwoods and the wild card Chicago Wolverines knock off the American West and the National East champs. And now we're going to wrap things up with these two games here for you guys between, well, we're going to kick it off with the Lancers and the Huskies. If we're going by the Madden calendar, it's a brand new day on their timeline. It's technically Saturday. If you guys have been watching, it's Sunday. You guys know how that goes down. Lancers coming in at 7-9, Huskies at 10-6. Let's get the injuries out of the way, because that's something, and you can see where the Huskies are sitting as champions of the East, and just below them, Dublin and New York, who were hoping to get in, but the committee said, no. There was no committee allowing those guys in the mix. So injury report here for the Toronto Huskies. They're coming into this one 100% healthy. They're good to go. Lancers, they're going to miss Le'Veon Bell, so they got to go to the backup game, and I believe Joe Mixon is in the mix of that one, but we'll take a look at that when we get to it. So, yeah, this is a busy Sunday. I'm almost surprised I found the time to knock out 2 hours of streaming with you guys. If you're watching this one live with us here on Twitch, then we are streaming this one. It is August 5th, Saturday. And what makes today so busy? Well, let's see. I woke up, got the day started, did all my stuff in the morning. I watched the A-Block G1 Finals. It was the A-Block Finals in the G1 Climax. Sat down, watched that awesome main event with Hikuleo was in the mix. Yota Tsuji had a really good battle as well. Shota Umino was in that battle with Hikuleo. So watch that. Then we got the Big Three, which is taking place this afternoon. Ghost Ballers, I like what they're doing. I really like their team. They got a game. I'm going to watch that as soon as this one is over. So Ghost Ballers game. Also Joe Johnson. He's been tearing it up with the triplets the last couple of years. So I want to check that game out as well. So we got two Big Three games going on. Right after that, it's the Indoor Football Championship. It's going to be the Bay Area Panthers going up against, they're going to be duking it out, going to battle the 50-yard indoor war, Bay Area Panthers and the Quad City Steamwheelers. Quad City has, it's Sioux Falls this year, right? Quad City got eliminated. It's the Sioux Falls Storm. So it's Sioux Falls that has been the team. How many titles have they won? 6 or 7 titles throughout the 15-year history of the Indoor Football League. So we got the Indoor Football Championship tonight. Plus Slam Ball is tonight. The Mob are back in action as they're looking to go to 12-0. And then on top of all that, we got SummerSlam and we have AEW Collision. All of that tonight. Woo! And we're still finding the time to stream 2 hours with you guys. So jump in, leave your comments here. This is going to be a good battle. This is going to be a good one. And you got two of the top prime receivers in the league, which you guys will see in a little bit. Couple of receivers between Anquan, Boldin, and Terrell Owens that have both caught for over 1,000 yards this season. And we're ready to go. A brand new day in the RXFL, and we're going to wrap up the wild card round here in this one between the Toronto Huskies and the Oklahoma City Lancers. Did you guys hear that? That's thunder. It's about to pour down rain. Well, this is the perfect day then to sit inside, play games, watch a bunch of sports, and go at it. So there you see Lamar Jackson, your starting quarterback, missed a good chunk of the year with the injury, and that's why his stats are so low. But Robert Griffin III, the backup, coming in and doing his thing. Alvin Kamara in the backfield and in real life in the NFL. If you're watching live with us on Twitch or on Patreon, in real life, he's going to be serving a couple game suspension for some how do you do's. If you're watching this one on YouTube, then that suspension has already come and gone. So you guys know the socials as they'll come across the screen here for a little bit. If you want to join us early and ad-free, Patreon is the place to do it. If you want to join us live and chat with us as we stream, Twitch is the place to do that. And on YouTube, if you like short-form videos, if you like little chunks here or there, Lamar Jackson on the run to Anquan Boldin, and that's going to be good for a first down. If you guys like watching... Oh, no, they're going to say incomplete. Wow, I thought that was good. Referees say incomplete. If you like short-form videos, if you like getting little chunks at a time and having brand new content every single day, if you like watching stuff at your own pace, YouTube is the place for you. So check it out wherever you feel like you want to be a part of the action. TV Sports is going to deliver. If you like short form, watch at your own pace, you go to YouTube. If you like long form, live, Twitch. And if you want early and ad-free, Patreon is the place for you. So we got you covered however you want to consume your content. And this is a third down, and Fred Biletnikoff is going to get the first down. So the Toronto Huskies, as we said, I would dare say maybe a bit of a quiet 10-win team. And I've noted that a couple of times because we didn't talk a whole lot about them, and they didn't really get to that double-digit win till towards the end of the year. They were kind of floating at around 500, and I think part of that was with Lamar Jackson being out. He came back. We've seen the Huskies do some damage the last couple of weeks, and here they are, a 10-win conference champion hosting a wild card team, and it was the Oklahoma City Lancers that I did not want to hand the ball off. I wanted to keep it with Lamar Jackson, but okay. The Oklahoma City Lancers, I think many folks were expecting them to be either a conference champion or a double-digit win. They finished with seven losses, 9 wins on the year. So they didn't do half bad themselves, but from where they were most of the year, they kind of slacked off a bit, and they had that big game, week 17. They finished at 9-7. So you got Lamar Jackson, who's got a good drive starting, and he just throws that one away, and that easily could have been called intentional grounding, depending on how the referees wanted to swing that call there. But they did not call it. So Lamar Jackson now back to pass, and we've seen some good quarterback play so far in the postseason. Of course, we kicked it off with Terry Bradshaw and Otto Graham, who lit the world on fire. Then we went to Joe Theismann and Brett Favre, and of course that game ended in classic Brett Favre style. You guys want to check that one if you're joining us live here. That stream is up early and ad-free right now on our Patreon page. If you're watching on YouTube, just go to yesterday's video. That video dropped yesterday. And looking at ahead the schedule on Sundays, not as much stuff to watch on Sunday. So going to try to be back streaming with you guys on Sunday and looking at maybe some WWE 2K content as we're getting closer to the Survivor Series on that show, which we're going to see a brand new owner of WWE. Lamar Jackson was looking for Boldin and just couldn't connect with it. We also may do some XHL hockey as well with you guys. It is Patreon Sunday after all, so just be on the lookout for that stuff coming up on Sunday. And Lamar Jackson gets sacked. Ooh, you guys hear that thunder? Yale Laurie. That's an old school name right there. So 3rd and 21 for the Lancers. And then maybe looking at picking back up the rest of the RXFL come Tuesday, Thursday, and next weekend. Maybe do the same format till we get through this season. Jackson, oh, he gets stuck. Even though Lamar Jackson gets stuck, he still nearly gets the first down, a 20-yard rush. Warren Lahr got the stop. Oh, if he didn't get stuck behind his offensive lineman, I think that's a first down. But look at this. Look at this, guys. The Huskies are going to go for it. Early in the ball game, 4th and 1. They give it to Alvin Kamara, and it's a touchdown. The gutsy decision. That one almost put Anquan Boldin into a bad way. Touchdown Toronto on their opening drive. That's another thing I got tonight, too. Speaking of Toronto and Canada, there's a CFL game. I like the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and they're going to be in action tonight, too. So put that on top of your sports watching schedule, right? My goodness. George Blanda. That one is through the uprights for the extra point, and Toronto goes up 7-0 on their opening drive here in wild card weekend here. This is the American Conference side, and the winner of this one is going to join the Sacramento Redwoods, the Austin Armadillos, and the London Monarchs in the next round. Deshawn Watson, Mr. Controversy himself, your starting quarterback for the Oklahoma City Lancers. He got the nod. This is the Legends League, right, with all the legendary players, but Oklahoma City, they went with Deshawn Watson. And, hey, got him into a postseason. Can't deny that. Watson gets drilled. Holy smokes. I mean, he barely got set and just got hit. Watch this. Just got set. Boom. I mean, that wasn't red. Nobody picked up that block. Good night, nurse. Second and 18. And you do indeed see Joe Mixon, who is in for the injured Le'Veon Bell. And, well, it's going to be a third and forever. A third and very, 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 very long here for the Lancers. As Terrell Owens, Frank Gifford, can't get much better than that between those guys. Maybe on a 3rd and 17, you just chuck it up. Where's T.O. out there? T.O.'s number 81. So he's going to be triangle here. Oh, he's open. Oh, we can't get the ball away. The windup is too slow. The slow windup, and Albert Lewis comes in and gets the sack on Deshawn Watson. Well, he had Terrell Owens too. And he just had the slow windup. That's no doubt about that. They got to punt this one back away. Steve Tasker on your return. Doesn't get too much out of it there. And we'll see the second possession of the ball game for your Toronto Huskies and Lamar Jackson. The human cheat code, Lamar Jackson, with what he can do out there. And Lamar Jackson is going to get brought down. Darrell Green with the sack. So this is kind of picking up from what we saw with Dallas and Chicago, with the amount of defense coming in there, quarterbacks getting hit. Sun is shining and a beautiful day in Toronto. Jackson on the move, and his legs made that play possible. And Alvin Kamara looking for touchdown number 2. He's going to get driven out of bounds by Patrick Surtain. Not the Broncos, Patrick Surtain, but his dad. Look at this. That was, probably should have been a touchdown. A little more speed, and but he's in the end zone. There's the give. Kamara looking for touchdown number 2. We've not seen any blowouts yet in the RXFL postseason. And when you start to see a team looking to go up by double scores, you start to wonder if that's going to happen here. Touchdown, Lamar Jackson. A little team celebration for the Toronto Huskies. We have yet to see a home team. We have yet to see a conference champion pick up a postseason win. It's been both wild card teams moving on. And George Blanda. I had someone comment recently. We had a Huskies video go up. And someone commented and said, George Blanda is really like, yeah, he's really the kicker. He is the man. So 14-0 Huskies here. Putting the Lancers in quite the position where 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Lancers about to run their 4th play of the game down 14-0.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They got a lot of real estate that they want to make up here. In this, I mean, look at the yardage right there, top of your screen, -17 for the Oklahoma City Lancers. Of course, this team, the Oklahoma City Lancers, part of our league in 2K8. They went to the championship season 4 with John Elway at the helm. They went 3 seasons, Troy Aikman, without a postseason bid. I should say 2 seasons, and then Aikman went to St. Louis in season 3. Season 3 for Oklahoma City, they started 0-5, and they finished 5-0, and just missed out on the postseason. And in season 4, Elway got into the championship game. They went into overtime with the Ann Arbor Annihilators and came up just short, and here they are back in the postseason once again. So if you want to see the precursor to this league, if you want to look up the SFL, which was even before our 2K8 league, we have all the championship games of the SFL, and we have all 5 seasons of the Revolution League up on our Patreon page as far as stats, scores, game by game, all of that stuff. They're stat books. And there's 5 of them, technically 6 if you count the championship games from the SFL. That's the precursor, and we're kind of keeping that history all tied together from all these different leagues. So if you want to check that out, it is up right now on our Patreon page, patreon.com/TBSports27. You can check that out. You guys can get some bonus content. You guys can get some classic historical content. You can help support the channel the same way. It's a win-win. 3rd down and 9 here. Quick pass, and it's caught. Wow. Keith Jackson, and that one was completely picked up by Deshawn Watson, realizing nobody was covering Keith Jackson, and that is how quarter number 1 comes to its end. Oklahoma City on the move, but the hometown Toronto Huskies, we got the 14-0 lead over OKC.
Mike, what is that? 19? 65, 65, 65.
We head to the second quarter. There's Joe Mixon, who about got run over by a brick wall named CJ Mosley. Second down and 6, Watson. Well, I can't really find anybody open and just tried to force that one in. It was Drew Pearson that he was looking for, and Drew Pearson was part of those Ann Arbor Annihilator squads that really go down as one of the greatest teams in Revolution history, but a team that just couldn't get past the playoffs until that 4th season. In 4 years, the best record in the league, and 3 years in a row, they got bounced in the first round. There's your first down for the Lancers. Frank Gifford, his first grab of the day. And Oklahoma City now looking to cut this deficit in half. Draw play, Joe Mixon. Boy, they're hitting Toronto, hitting hard out there. But Oklahoma City is right there. They are right on the goal line. Mixon to the outside. No edge rusher is set. And the Lancers hit Pater. They are on the scoreboard. Extra point is good. So 14-7. Toronto Huskies, they've been perfect so far in this one on all their drives. So we'll see what Lamar Jackson's got cooked up. It's been Alvin Kamara and the Lamar Jackson show.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
You got to think, as long as they keep going at this pace, going to put Oklahoma City in quite a situation here. There's the give. Oh, and Kamara. Is that Zach Thomas out there? It is Zach Thomas. Nicely done by the Lancer defense here. 2nd and 11. Lamar Jackson, he's flushed out, and he's going to throw it on the move to Fred Biletnikoff. Has to come back for it. But once again, boy, ever since Lamar Jackson has come back from injury, I mean, I think this Huskies team, 10-6, and nothing about the effort from RG3, but I think if Lamar Jackson is healthy all year long, you're looking at a team that's got a lot more than 10 wins. Lamar Jackson with his feet in this game is deadly. "74 yards on 2 plays. It is 21-7, Toronto. Now imagine, let's get Lamar Jackson on a CFL field, widen that field, and just see what he can do. With an extra player throwing the ball every down, Lamar Jackson, he'd have some numbers, would he not? Even rushing-wise, just having that wide field to work with. So ever so quickly, we're right back to Oklahoma City, and I don't know how Joe Mixon got through that. Goodness gracious. Somehow got through and got the first down. He's got 33 yards on the ground so far. Lancer's not out of this one yet, but their defense has had a hell of a time trying to come up with a stop on the Huskies. Here comes Mixon with possession. And the Lancers trying to keep pace right now. They're not slowing down at all. Are we going to have another high score? I mean, look at the bottom of the screen, the score. Well, they're not showing the scores because they think today is the first playoff game, but it's not because they had it backwards. So we're technically on the back half, but this should have been the first playoff game. That's why they're not showing the scores, but they've been high scoring, for God's sakes. They've been high scoring. 2nd and 10. Mixon. Oh my God, he's ripped down from behind. Maxi Bugahan? Bahan? I don't know who that is. Someone hit me up. That's got to be going back some years. 3rd and 13. Lancers. Watson. Finally makes the throw. Oh my God, I did not want the ball to go that far, but it's going to be picked off. That was not where when I hit the button to throw it to him, I did not think the ball was going to travel that high. I'm just going to put that out there. That was supposed to be a pass to the receiver. I guess we'll say it's a bad pass by Watson. I don't know why they're mad. That was a turnover. Let's look at this again, because this was not where I wanted the ball to go. If you guys know, RXFL, I'm controlling both sides of the ball. And here is where I'm wanting it to be like, you know, a post route or like across the field. Look at where I'm thinking the ball, like when I throw the ball, I'm like, okay, throw it here. He catches it. He goes into the end zone. Look at where the ball ended up. That was a high floater, which I don't feel like I tapped it, but either way, that was not a good pass by Deshawn Watson. And now this is kind of a bad situation for the Lancers. If they allow another Huskies touchdown right here, they go down 3 scores. And oh, that's why he was hurt. There was an elbow sprain situation. He'll be all right. Get him back in. But yeah, Lancers, they get into a bad way if the Huskies put more points, whether it be field goal or touchdown. They get into a bad way here. Jackson hangs on to it, and that was nearly a safety. Carl Mecklenburg with the sack. We've seen a couple of these play-action fakes kind of blow up, and just blockers not holding their man, so 3rd and 14 from the 1. And it's like, do you kind of try to get the first down this far back, or do you play lawyer ball and just boot this one away? And they are going to play lawyer ball, so they give it to Alvin Kamara, who got a pretty good chunk of yards there. So that was a big stop. After the turnover, that was a huge stop for the Oklahoma City Lancers, keeping their guys in this game. They needed that one, without a doubt, without question. Oh, what a crushing blow right there.
That's it, baby. We're gonna work.
All right, we got 4:13 on the clock here. Deshawn Watson going to try to respond after the first turnover of the game.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Time to go.
Play action fake. Watson going across his body, and there's your first reception of the game for Terrell Owens.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Number 1 on the board. When we hit halftime, give me a couple of moments. I'm going to check some laundry real quick. If you're watching on YouTube, part 2 comes your way tomorrow. You guys know the drill. If you're watching on Twitch or Patreon, stay where you are, because you're not only getting part 2, but you're getting the entire Mexico City Tampa Bay game. So we got Oklahoma City. We got Mexico City. We got the cities represented here. 2nd and 3 out of the eye, and Joe Mixon with the first down for the Lancers.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. What's up? 19. March 59.
Watson taking this one out of the gun. Play fake, Watson. Can't find anybody open. Well covered by the Huskies, and Watson takes a pretty
That's where you belong.
sizable hit going out of bounds there. That was Everson Walls, by the way, on the hit, number 24. 2nd and 2. Give is to Mixon. And he doesn't go too far. Deacon Jones.
Baby, boom. Mike, 19.
And we have the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning is hit.
Mike, 19. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Screen pass. Deacon Jones blows it up.
Set, baby. Good job.
Completely blew that one up in their face. Was looking for the 3rd down and 2 screen pass. Did not work. So, field goal here for the Huskies. Anderson comes on. And it's good. Of course, you know Morton Anderson. He's always going to be picture perfect. Come on, the famed Anderson kickers. No problem. 21-10. And Lamar Jackson with his quickness, with his finesse, he's going to get himself one more possession here. Minute 26 to go here in the first half. Lamar Jackson runs it, gets some blocks, and gets driven out of bounds. They've done a pretty good job, though, I will say, containing Lamar Jackson. While he's been able to move around in the pocket, the damage that we've seen him do in past games, we have not seen him be able to get done in this game here. Jackson gets rid of it. Oh my goodness, that was almost intercepted. It's Patrick Surtain who nearly picked that one off. Can the Lancers get the stop? 3rd and 6, Jackson. Oh, way too easy. Bolitnikoff, both feet down, and the first down for the Toronto Huskies. That was, boy, that could have been a big stop for the Lancers that they could have really used to get the ball back.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Jackson. Man, and he just throws it away. Good job by the Lancers down the field. Nothing open. Only 5 completions for Lamar Jackson so far in this game, but 21 points on the board for the Toronto Huskies. Jackson pressured, and he gets rid of it, and it's going to be intentional grounding. Oh, my goodness. This drive blown up in the face right now of Toronto. So on 3rd and 26, Madden just says forget about it. They give you the classic punt this one away. So the Lancers, barring whatever happens on this play, they're going to get the ball back, and they're going to get an opportunity to get some more points on the board here. So how about that when it's all said and done? The Huskies had an opportunity to go up 28-7, and the Lancers might make this one a ball game before we head into the locker room here.
Come on now, let's go.
40 seconds and 3 timeouts for Deshaun Watson and the Lancers, formerly the Oklahoma City Bandits. And that one's intercepted. Oh, no one touched him. What the heck? Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? It's a pick six. Everson Walls with the pick six. Oh, there's fury on the sidelines. Frank Gifford didn't touch him. And then he got run over. Oh, what a disaster for the Oklahoma City Lancers. This is starting to fall apart. Deshaun Watson not having one of his better games. And he's been the guy all year, but I'll throw it out there. Jay Cutler, your backup. You also have Marcus Mariota on this team as well. So if you do feel like you're in a situation, we saw that with the Tampa Bay Mutiny, where they, at the end of the year, they went from Steve Young to Ben Roethlisberger. We know Steve Young is going to get the start in the postseason game against slinging Sammy Baugh of the Mexico City Golden Eagles.
There we go.
All right, we might be looking at our very first. With 25 seconds, Madden just says, let's just get to the locker room. They just say, just run the ball. 28-10 here. There you go. Well, guys, that is going to do it for the first half. If you're watching on YouTube tomorrow, part 2 comes your way. Can the Huskies round this one out, or is it going to be the Oklahoma City Lancers that pull off a staggering second half comeback? If you guys are joining us live here on Twitch, if you guys are watching the VOD on Patreon, stay right where you are, because you guys are getting the conclusion of this game, plus you're getting the Mexico City Tampa Bay game as well. So for those of you watching on YouTube, we're going to say goodbye for right now. For those of you watching on Twitch and Patreon, give me a moment, because I'm going to check my laundry real quick, then we'll jump back in with you in just a little bit. So you see some of the stats. Domination for the Toronto Huskies. Go ahead and hit us up. Follow us at all the different avenues that we got. And we will see you YouTubers tomorrow.